Oh, my bad. I meant to put stream is starting there. All right, everybody. Today we have the Saints taking on the Falcons, or the Falcons taking on the Saints. Either one, really. Either way, Xov is gonna pass it to whatever that name is. I not the goat. Okay, I not the goat is gonna get the pass there. Either way, this looks like a 7v7 from the looks of it. Oh, and it looks like what? Okay, apparently Falcons did not appear to be ready there. So it looks like it's going to be a resetting play. All right, well, it seems we're in a bit of an intermission, I guess is a better word. Well, how's everyone's day going? It's going great. So, does anyone have any predictions for this game? Oh, okay, well, there you go. Plays reset. I mean, I think the Falcons are going to pull away with this one because I think they've proven to be more of the better team, but I don't know. Maybe the Saints can pull a win. Oh, well, I spoke too soon because that's an instant interception right there by Locke. And Locke's going to get around the 35-yard line. That was interesting timing by me. It's like maybe they can pull away an upset. Nope. Nope. The Falcons like proving me wrong. But either way, Director J gonna dive it into the first down. Or actually not even get the first down. That's pretty surprising. But either way, Locke gonna be the quarterback for the Falcons, and it's to Roy for a touchdown. And the Falcons being the team to strike first blood against the Saints. That is not the start you want if you are the Saints whatsoever. And here comes the extra point try. And it doesn't get blocked, and the kick is good. But either way, it's going to be kicked off. And PPL is going to be the one returning it. Not for very much, though. But, all right. Now Timmy was looking for the walk there to number 89, but just a little miscommunication. But either way, Timmy looking around, trying to find someone wide. Oh, no, he finds the Shriek wide open. No, it's just overthrown. Just a ton of mistakes there by Timmy. Okay, either way, let's see. 3rd and 15. Can at least get there. No, just overthrown tragically once again. And that's going to force a 3-and-out punt from the Saints. And C. Fetherill, or Fetherill? I don't know the name, but either way. Oh, it looks like it looks like Falcons are going to reset that play. It looks like they're trying to get their team in order at the moment. I think according to their rules, they only have so many times they can do this, so... I mean, at some point they got to decide on something. Anything at all. Wasn't Timmy quarterback for the Saints, or is that like a different Timmy? Looks like it's going to take just a little bit of time. All right, here we go, Locke. And he's going to find the full to Roy. And Roy with a free walk into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. A second one to Roy. Roy is absolutely on fire this game. And right now, the Saints are not looking good, giving up touchdowns instantly on the on nearly the first play both times on defense. It's hard to tell which side has looked worse between the defense and offense. Either way, Exis trying to find something, maybe get a kick return touchdown, but no, gonna get tackled around the 31-yard line. Not a bad return by any means, though. But either way, Timmy trying to find something he likes. He's gonna find a streak there to PPL, and that's good for a good amount. I didn't look at how much he gained for that, but either way. And he's going to find another streak, probably to PPL once again, but just incomplete. Just a tad bit overthrown. But either way, Timmy getting double rushed. This is not looking good. Timmy gets a 26-yard sack. Or well, he gets sacked for 26 yards, so he doesn't get the sack. But either way, this is not looking good for Timmy. Gets sacked once more. Unfortunately, lags just a little bit. Just the Saints have no blockers whatsoever. The Saints took one step forward and then 20 steps back. But either way, Locke gonna be the quarterback there. Just a tad bit to the left of the receiver there. Maybe that was catchable, but I guess we'll never know. And here we go, Locke. Looking around, trying to see what he likes. He's gonna look for the streak. Just a tad bit overthrown once again. Right now, things are just not looking great for the Saints right now. And it's going to be the Dr. D5. Good enough for a first down there. Saints are just having a very difficult time on defense, covering anyone. Or either way, he's going to find the streak to Roy with the hat trick. That is his third touchdown of the game. And the hat trick seals it. Well, not the game, but is that what you call a third touchdown in football? Isn't it like a hat trick, or is that like just a soccer term? How do I join your game? What do you mean by that? Like, you mean the league or soccer? I think it's called hat trick in hockey too, technically. They will not let me in. It seems that they're satisfied with keeping it a 7v7 for right now. I guess that's probably why they're not letting anyone in. Also, aren't you the quarterback, Timmy, is him? Or is that a different Timmy? It'd be really funny if there was a different Timmy. But either way, it's looking for the streak by the Saints. And it's going to be Excess. Excess with the first touchdown of the game for the Saints. And ladies and gentlemen, the Saints are now on the board. How'd they get to that field position again? I don't know. Oh, he the clone? I don't know, man. It seems that you need a new identity, Timmy. Other one's taking your spot. Or one of you needs a new identity because, yeah, that's my point. One of you gonna have to change names. It's gonna be hard keeping track of two Timmys. All right, well, looks like Saints are calling play clock on their end. I mean, I think probably for good reason as well. The Saints defense has just not looked good whatsoever. It's just funny, just right. We're seeing Tim. Wait, is that you, Timmy, trying to get in? How do I play in the game you streaming? Well, it's not a regular. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm so good at kickball to answer your question. This isn't just a regular game. This is a league game, and obviously, you know, this is an official team. I mean, I guess you can walk on technically, but you have to be in the league to be able to walk on, and you also preferably want to get signed by a team to play with them. I mean, you can walk on, but your stats won't count, so yeah. Better to get signed with a team and play with them so your stats will actually do something and count. But yeah, it's more of like a professional game where it's like they're actually like organized teams for the most part. Yeah, just think, yeah, it's, I don't get it, but okay. Just think about it being like just a regular football league. Like everyone's on a team and, you know, you have to play for a certain team. It's sort of like the NFL kind of, without getting paid and without the hyper physicality. It's just, the concept's just there. You're on a team, play for it, win the championship. I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay, now you get it. So basically you have to be signed with the Falcons or the Saints for this game to be able to play with them. The only exception to that is generally something you call walk-ons, where they're not a part of either team, but you can still play for them. But the thing about walk-ons is that your stats don't count during the game. So even if you get like 5 touchdowns that game, if you're a walk-on, it doesn't count. It doesn't count for any stats. All right, well, Timmy is in finally. Now it is an 8v7. Let's see how much the Saints struggle. So far they're doing pretty all right though. I mean, it's only been 2 plays, so it's kind of hard to really judge. But either way, Locke gonna be looking around, and he's gonna find number 3. Just a tad bit overthrown there. Oh no, just so close there. Actually, and it's gonna be FH Bal. I don't. At lame is long and very hard to remember, so I'm just gonna say FH Bal or PH Bal. Either way, it's gonna be to Wicked. Wicked. Nearly gonna get the touchdown there, but nope, just not quite enough. And here we go, Locke at the 1-yard line, trying to find something open, and he's gonna find Roy, and that's a 4th touchdown of the game. A 4 for 4 indeed. Roy is indeed hogging all the touchdowns, but who cares? They are winning. This Saints defense has just not done anything right. And also, I repeat, this is an 8v8 now. So, yeah, unfortunately, you cannot play this game if you aren't in it. I'm so good at kickball. But either way, you can still enjoy watching. I will tell you that. It's still going to be interesting. Although I still think the Falcons were going to win, but I don't know. Maybe the Saints could surprise us. But right now, it's not looking like it. Either way, he's going to fire a streak. For some reason, the wide receiver went forward, but I don't think it would have mattered since it was pretty far. Either way, Timmy nearly going to get sacked there. Nearly intercepted there by Roy, but PPL just barely snags it away. That was way too close. Either way, it's going to find the streak down the field. Unfortunately, it seems that wide receiver was wanting a fold. So just a tad bit of a miscommunication. Either way, and it looks like it was going to be a walk on the 2nd down, but again, another miscommunication. Things are not looking pretty for the Saints whatsoever on offense. On a 3rd and 15, can they pull anything out? And looks like he's going to find a deep pass. And yes, Coda with the touchdown. He wasn't even the intended target, but he's going to get it anyways because why the heck not? A touchdown is a touchdown at the end of the day, no matter who gets it. And either way, Saints with the extra point. It's going to get blocked. And here we go. The Saints looking to make this kick way deep in the end zone. And it looks like Falcons are going to touchback it. Yeah, this is definitely looking like a very good game, though. Roy definitely looking like the MVP so far this game. Maybe even Locke. But either way, C. Fetheriel gonna get the... gonna get the first down there. Saints are just getting completely overwhelmed on defense. Not getting a whole lot, but uh-oh. A streak there to PH Bal. Unfortunately, since he died for it, we weren't able to see if he could make it to the end zone. But either way, it's going to be intercepted by Exis. And it's a fumble. But it is going to be obtained by Timmy. Oh man, that was a very lucky break there for the Saints. Smart play by Timmy there to make sure something bad doesn't happen to it. Or well, the other Timmy. I don't know. One of y'all need to change names. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know. Either way. Axis. Looking around. It's going to find a little hitch route to Coke and Peanuts. All right, and here's potentially, and this is the final play of the first quarter from the looks of it. And unfortunately, that looked to be an LS play. Probably to Coke and Peanuts again, but just a tad bit behind him from the looks of it. And looks like it was going to be to walk also to Coke and Peanuts, and that's just going to be an instant punt. Man, this has just not looked good for the Saints. A huge defensive stop, and they just couldn't capitalize. That could have instantly turned the game in their favor for them, but either way, game has to go on. And here we go, Locke. Hopefully with a second chance here, he's going to find Roy. He is going to get tackled for a 33-yard game. Or a 33-yard gain. Or either way, Locke. Looking around, see what he can find. He looked to find number 94 there, but just a tad bit over. And here we go, Locke. Locke is looking around. He's backed up pretty deep, though. Not sure if he can find really anyone at that distance. I mean, he's probably going to have to... Oh, no, he's going to find... It looked like he was going to find a check down there, but gets popped instantly. And it was just all for naught from the looks of it. But maybe things can turn around for them on this 3rd and 15. Locke with an open lane. No, he's not going to find anyone, and they are forced to kick a field goal. But let's see if they can make it. There's been a ton of blocked field goals and PATs. And the kick is good. And now it's going to be 29-12, Atlanta. Atlanta has definitely been in the driver's seat for this very game. All right, now that's a very good field position for the Saints there. On the 35-yard line, definitely more than easily capable of getting a touchdown. Either way, he's going to find Coke and Peanuts on the inside route, and he's going to get a first down and more. Good for a 21-yard gain. I will say, the Saints have been looking a bit better on offense, but every time I jinx it, bro. It looked like it was going to be an LS to Coke and Peanuts, but man, why do I say these things, man? I jinx it every time. Like, hey, maybe the Saints might actually score a touchdown here and make this a close game. Oh, no, instant interception. Like, can something just go right when I say something for once, okay? Why do I feel like it's going to get clipped now? Maybe I should say the opposite of what's going to happen, and maybe it might come true. Hold on. All right, so the Falcons definitely are not going to score a touchdown here. Okay, well, it wasn't a touchdown, so I guess it kind of worked. Kind of. They didn't score a touchdown yet. Oh, it's going to be to Roy for a 1-yard loss. Looked like it was going to be a little LS play. And it looks like it's going to be a Dr. D5. No one was able to cover him. And that's a touchdown. And there you go. 35-12 for Atlanta. Things are looking very much in their favor. And for good, very good reason. And the Falcons have definitely looked pretty decent for the most part. They've definitely gotten a lot better, albeit sorry, I can't speak. Albeit both sides definitely have quite a bit of walk-ons, but so far Roy has been a convincing player for the Falcons. But either way, it's going to be 4-on-1 there. And just a tad bit overthrown. Saints need to be careful here because they don't want to give up that kind of play. Either way, it's going to be a streak to PPL and throws it, and Timmy throws it right in between there. Very good throw there by Timmy. Or either way, unless he's going to fire it deep to Coke and Peanuts. Coke and Peanuts lags out a little bit. So unfortunately, we weren't going to know if he was going to be able to catch it or not. Either way, it's going to be a streak to PPL. And it's good for a 33-yard gain. The Saints are at the goal line, hoping to make a play here. And PPL with the touchdown. That is a score they definitely needed. The Saints are just barely in this game. They're holding on to it for dear life. But at the same time, they're going to need a lot of luck here and a ton of stops to be able to catch back up into this game. But this game is definitely far from over. Especially if the Saints can get a couple stops on defense. And that could happen at any point in the game. But one thing to keep in mind for both Saints and Atlanta is that the Falcons do get the ball at the start of the second half. So the Saints definitely do need to be mindful of that clock running down slowly. Or either way, going to be slightly overthrown there. And it's a 3rd and inches. The Falcons could possibly run it here if they so wish. But they aren't. It's going to go to Director J there for a 5-yard gain. Here we go, Locke. Looking around, seeing what he can find. He's going to find the streak there. Unfortunately, just a tad bit overthrown. Could have been a huge touchdown there. I think that might have been in Director J. Here we go, Locke. I think he sees what he likes down the field. And the defense pops it. PPL able to make the defensive play. That could potentially save them this drive. And it's incomplete. It's a 4th down and 15. And they're going to have to settle for 3. That is a huge win for the Saints defense. I mean, sure, they may get 3 points, but that is definitely better than a touchdown, and they will take it. And now, Saints with plenty of time to score before the second half. What will they do? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't feel like there's a wrong way to go about this, if I'm being honest. Because keep in mind, they don't get the ball second half. It's the Falcons. But do they want to score as fast as possible to maybe get one more shot at the ball? Or do they just take their sweet time and prevent Falcons from double dipping? That is definitely, and it looks like they're going to do the former. Oh, but it's going to be a reset play there. I feel like you could go either way with this game. I mean, I think some could, I mean, I know they're probably trying to score as fast as possible just to get another shot at the ball before second half, but I mean, I could also see the argument of them running down the clock as much as possible and just preventing the Falcons from getting a double dip. But, I mean, so it is definitely understandable on whichever side you want to take. But, I mean, I would definitely take the latter because the Saints defense has just not been very reliable for me this game. So I wouldn't really trust them to make a stop when they need to, but they might change my mind. And PPL gonna get the touchdown. And here we go. This is a 14-point game. So far for the Saints. This game is far from over. But here we go. And it looks like kick's going to be blocked. Either way, Saints kicking it off. Gonna kick off way towards the end zone, and Director J's gonna kneel it, wasting as little clock as possible. Very smart move. But now Atlanta has plenty of time to score here if they so wish to. And now they're gonna fire a streak. Just barely overthrown there. I think Roy and whoever number 3 was were just a bit out of reach. I think I might have been, no, it wasn't Locke. I was gonna say Locke, and then I was like, oh wait, he's the quarterback. But either way, Kronos gonna dodge 2 tackles there. Nearly dodges 2 more, but just good. But gets tackled for a 24-yard gain. I mean, a lot's kind of going on. Uh-oh, Director J with the VC play. Don't tell me they're gonna get a touchdown out of this. Are you serious? Not like this. And that's a touchdown by Director J. Apparently there's a bit of a drama in chat about them kicking a certain player on the Saints from the looks of it. The Saints are definitely looking very furious. Seems that they're just a bit distracted on that, if anything else. But either way, Timmy trying to shake it off. Let's see if they could score a touchdown. Well, it's definitely not a touchdown, but that is a very huge catch for a 58-yard gain. Either way, Timmy looking around, seeing if he can get a touchdown. No! Intercepted by Locke. I don't really think that was a good throw to make. I mean, keep in mind, if you're the Saints, you have a lot of time on the clock there. I just don't know why you'd score a touchdown instantly. That's a very questionable move by the Saints offense. And oh no, Director J just completely wide open there, and he's gone. Things are just falling apart super fast for the New Orleans Saints. I almost said the Buccaneers, my bad. This Saints defense has just not been clicking whatsoever. Just 2 huge missed opportunities where they could probably have gotten a stop. And now it looks like the Saints defense is going to be forced to toss it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough time to get a good convincing drive. Either way, it looks like they're going to try to return it anyways. Unfortunately, just gets about the 25-yard line. Oh wait, the Saints are leaving? Well, apparently, I guess the Saints forfeit. There's just not enough players left because, I mean, everyone else on the Saints left. So, unfortunately, this game will be cut short. And it's going to be halftime. And almost everyone left. I mean, I'll record stats too. Cool. All right. Well, that was fun. Kinda. Am I fully gonna join a team? I don't really know. I am completely undetermined. If I am gonna join a team, it'd probably be a friend of mine, so who is considering on playing, but we'll see. That's kind of where I'm at. Right now, I'm good being impartial. It makes commentating a bit better for me, anyways, because, as a good commentator, you want to be impartial as you can, you know? At the end of the day, I don't really take sides to many teams, if any at all. Sure, I might glaze some teams more than others, but at the end of the day, it's all for the love of the game. But yeah, very interesting game. Could have had a very crazy comeback story for the Saints, but unfortunately, just ended the game just right before halftime before we could really find out. But either way, that will be the end of the entire game. I mean, I don't really know what else I can really say about it, except, yeah, game's over. I don't really know what else I can. Is there anything I need to say? I mean, I guess maybe not. But, man, the Falcons have looked like a lot better team, though, ever since they faced the Texans and got just slaughtered. But maybe the Falcons can pull an underdog story or a Cinderella story and make a comeback. I mean, they seem like they have gotten better, but we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, Houston is definitely the favorite. Houston is definitely looking to be the popular favorites to win this entire league. They've just looked unstoppable for the most part. I mean, Miami is kind of has the same record as them, so I guess technically they could knock them out, but I mean, record-wise, Miami's kind of creeping though. I'm just saying. I mean, they are 4-1. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not entirely convinced they're a good team yet, but Tennessee and Miami have low key are low key kind of creeping. I don't really know much for any other team. Yeah, I don't really know how the Dolphins are 4-1, but Timmy, you're on the Bucks, right? Because right now you're 3-2 technically. If we're going off of the standings. Yeah, they don't really document all the scores super crazy. Because I know you beat Philadelphia and Tampa. I don't know if you beat anyone else before that. Okay, you just delivered the belt to Miami, apparently. Yeah, you just belted Miami somehow. I wouldn't say somehow, but you know what I'm saying. Let me see if I can keep looking past it. But yeah, you beat Miami. Uh, that's surprisingly all I know. Yeah, okay. So you faced them week 1, then you faced Baltimore week 2. I'm assuming there was probably like a forfeit loss somewhere, or maybe they disbanded. I don't really know. And then they disbanded after week 2, and then you beat Atlanta. Then y'all beat Philly, and then y'all got destroyed by Houston, and then all right. Oh, you face Miami again. Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Well, we got other games though. We got Houston against Minnesota. I think Houston's gonna win, but I mean, maybe Vikings can put up a fight because they just absolutely destroyed Philadelphia. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe Vikings can pull the upset, but I have to wait and see for that one. I haven't seen much from the Vikings. Seattle against Chicago. I mean, I think Seattle's gonna win. I think they've just looked like the better team overall. Tennessee and Philly. I think Philly has definitely regressed quite a bit. I think Tennessee's probably gonna beat Philly. Miami and Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay will bounce back, in my opinion. I don't think they should take the Houston loss too bad. I think they just kind of had an off game overall, and also they didn't really have Kevin. So I think it kind of sucked for them. And then we got Patriots and Buffalo. I don't really have much data on either team much, so I can't. I don't really have an opinion on either one. But if I had to pick, I think Patriots have looked like the stronger team, so I'm gonna say them. Kevin left us. Oh no, that sucks, dude. Kevin was like your best player, man. Well, arguably your best player. I don't know if he was, but you need to give him a larger contract. I'm just kidding. Contracts aren't really a thing in leagues, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Should have gave him like a 2000 Robux contract. Yeah, just yeah, dude. Dude, contracts would be crazy though. Like, unfortunately, maybe in another life where competitive Football Legends is taken more seriously, and maybe if it's invested enough, maybe there could be contracts, but right now we're just kind of locals and stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. But either way, I'm ending the stream. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.